If you haven't heard already, there's this new game called Skate that released on September 16th. It's a really fun game for early access, and you should definitely try it out. If you're trying to start playing and you're looking for some tips, tricks, and how to become a good player on the game, well, you come to the right place.
Preoccupied with texting. That was their fault.
It's a bit overhated in my opinion. A lot of people disagree with me, but I think it's a bit overhated. People say it wasn't worth the 15-year wait from Skate 3 to Skate 4. Well, this is called Skate Dot instead of Skate 4. They decided to rename it. What the hell, that guy came flying out of nowhere. This guy's just chilling. But, yeah, we're gonna show you a bunch of things in this video. So if you don't know, this is the map, San Van. 15 years ago is when the last Skate game came out, Skate 3, and ever since they've been saying, we're still working on it. And this game finally came out. I've never played the old Skate games, but apparently they were really good. And the thing that has brought skateboarding back to be more popular now is one of the reasons is this game. It averages about 100k players at most, highest times, and yeah, a lot of people wrote V. Shut up. Sorry. You do a little tutorial when you start the game. The reason it's a bit overhated, by the way, is when Skate 3 came out, apparently it was a bit hated, and well, people are saying that some people agree with me because like it's a really good game, and I don't know why people hate it too much. It's probably because they have to wait 15 years and then the games come out and it's not too good. But guys, if it's in early access, that means that it's not even finished. Like, the game's unfinished. It's actually nearly finished, so I don't know. It's still getting a bit too much hate in my opinion. But like, this place doesn't have challenges yet. It says Brick Switch, under construction, exciting activities on the way. So they're working on that right now. And well, anyways, we're gonna get into some cool things. Obviously, I'm gonna show you something here. If there's people that like play music in their cars, and you can actually go up to their car and grab the music, which will make it like play wherever you go. Like that.
The next one for me?
But I'm gonna turn that down for now. So obviously, to skate, if you're on controller, this is a good controller, or PlayStation. Obviously, PlayStation. This is the best. This is a good video for you, and you come to the right place.
I'm sure I heard you honk.
But to put your skateboard down, you just gotta press triangle. Now if you're walking and then you press triangle, you'll immediately start gaining speed. You can do this, which is just by going backwards. That's a switch FS power slide. And then hold square, or just tap square, which will make you more in control. So if you're doing, if you're going forward, if you hold down square, yes, it's decent. Somebody just came flying out of nowhere, but it's decent if you hold square, but you're in less control. Like, it's kind of harder to control what you're doing. Like, look at that. It's a bit more sketchy. In the bottom left, you have like a trick score thing and a multiplier on your tricks. If you're obviously doing that, so while you're doing these tricks, it will show you how much in the line of, like, you have a multiplier depending on how good the tricks are. Now, what it means by line is by the time, like, the 1.5x multiplier goes down, I'm pretty sure that resets the line.
Want a little hardcore
If you do
plaza
another
trivia?
trick
The first ever
or do
shop demo
anything
was
like a
held
slide,
here many
that
years
will
ago.
go back up.
They brought in
Up
cars
to that.
to jump over
Okay,
and everything.
she needs to shut
Real
up.
old
Sorry.
school, mall parking lot kind of vibe.
Um. I'm not sure if you can turn her off. She's a bit annoying. Yeah, she'll be pretty annoying along the way, but you can grind on things. You see that little icon? We'll get to that in a few minutes. But if you do this, you have certain cool things you can do. So you can grind on things, right? So let's do that. That was really bad. Sorry, my apologies. That was also really bad. I absolutely broke my neck there. But see, like that, I'm done. Now, if you're wondering how to do tricks, obviously, that was excellent. So I got the ×3 multiplier. In order to keep the multiplier up, all you gotta do is certain tricks, you know, to keep your line of score point, the points you scored, make sure it keeps going. And that's your job, to score as much points as you can. Obviously, if you want to, it doesn't really matter if you do it or not. If you slam, then it resets as well.
Sam Van history lesson time.
That somehow gives you
Skull
points though,
Village was
slamming.
the OG founding spot for the city. And it was the first place to get rolled by skaters when skating became a thing.
Okay.
The gully runs deep with
Shush,
origin stories.
V.
Wanna head there and
Shush.
make your own?
No. I really wish I could tell her to just shush. She's really annoying. But actually, let's not go near that because she's gonna probably say something. But obviously, you can do some more tricks. Now, in order to do tricks, you gotta move your right joystick. Right. Move it up. If you move your joystick up here, you'll be kind of skateboarding on the front. If you pull it back, you have to pull it back a little. If you do this, you'll kind of crouch down. If you pull it back a little, you'll be going on the back. If you pull it to the right or to the left, it'll kind of do. It won't do anything else. But when you're about to grind, if you do this, if you're about to grind, or if you're like jumping onto a grind thing, all you gotta do is move your joystick slightly to the left, and then right when you land, you will do this, like that. So, see, you can slide on the inside, see, of your, sorry, the middle of your skateboard. See, like that. Now, a caveman is a certain type of trick, not really a trick, but you gotta jump and press triangle, like that, like so. Now move joystick in different movements to obviously do tricks. There is fast travel points like bus stops. You can unlock them by leveling up and leveling up your reputation in every place. So you gotta activate them in person though, and then you will be able to teleport them to wherever you want to. So you can teleport them whenever you want. Now, if you press the touchpad on PlayStation, I don't know what button it is on Xbox, because there's like 3 buttons in the middle of the controller, I think, but correct me if I'm wrong. But it's one of those buttons, and I think it's the same one that is used to pull open the Fortnite map, so if you know that, I don't know what else to say if that isn't the button, but or if you don't know Fortnite. How to play Fortnite. So just press the touchpad if you're on PlayStation, and you'll see a huge map. Obviously, some of these things will be shown in a tutorial. If you just want to skip the tutorial or just ignore it, well, if you not ignored it, You can't replay it, so you've come to the right place. So, obviously you have your map where you have challenges, right? So let me show you some challenges. Let's do this one. Alright? So, we just gotta come over here. The challenges, so you unlock some challenges for Hedgemont, the place that you kind of started off at. And, if you notice, if you look at your challenges, right? They rotate every day or so, or every couple of hours. And, challenges are pretty cool. There's a certain there's like certain points in the game. I can't remember the name for. We'll get to that in a minute. I'll actually have to search it up. Oh yeah, they couldn't come up with a cool name, so they just named it RIP chips, which are RIP chips, basically. So, ow, and you do not get them from slamming. I'll show you in a minute. I'm struggling to get up here.
Running is a valid choice.
Oh, shush me. Running is a valid choice. Like, I don't care. Okay? I do not care. Some of these places are above ground and really hard to get up to. But you can actually climb in this game, which is really sick. Climb onto high spots. You know, some spots you're not shown, but you can figure them out yourself, obviously. So, still, good luck.
But your time is now.
Okay, so the ones with the helmet will show you what those are. So, if you come here, right to the edge. So there's different. You can like fly. So there's a bunch of flying tricks that you can do. Don't even have to do in missions. You can also hang off ledges of buildings and stuff. And you don't have to do challenges to go on buildings. You can actually find your way up. There's like certain climb points on buildings you see up there. And then you're actually from here. You're meant to you're meant to come jump off that crane and then skate. And then when you're up there, deploy your skateboard and fly off that onto the parking lot you see over there. And then you can go from there and go right into the church building and hopefully, you know, score some points. I don't know what that is. Sorry, why my skateboard's there, but anyways, so there's different like jumps. Let me place my marker here. Never mind. So there's different like things that you can do to jump. That was an accident. Now, so if you hold R1 and circle, that's a torpedo. It honestly doesn't look different from the rest, but so if you come over here, there's certain icons that you get for challenges. So the star, the kind of star icon. I can't even see the stuff. I might actually be blind here, or the stuff just isn't there. The stuff should be marked. Okay, it says land in the broken globe. Land in the rooftop dumpster. Okay, so that must be on some roof somewhere. Now, trust me, they aren't usually this hard. I accidentally picked a hard one, but like, oh my god. Okay, we'll see. Okay, I don't know. But in order to spread eagle, you gotta press jump and keep holding it while you're in there and press R1. Hold R1 and you'll do spread eagle. And then, wait, you can do cavemans in air.
We definitely are away from the challenge area.
Oh. Sorry. So if you just jump and don't hold jump and just press R1, that's a dive. I think a torpedo is the same. Just you can do a torpedo by just pressing R1 either. Wait, I think torpedo was a bit different, but we're not gonna need that for this. I'd say, what if the stuff were farther away? Well, it's definitely over here, because it's marked over here. Everything, like, should be over here. Okay, I'm confused, but anyways.
Show that stud who's in charge. You'll complete it when you're ready.
So let's do barely coping. So that's a ramp challenge. I actually can't remember the name of those. Those are like challenges where you gotta do tricks with them instead of like things like okay, I'll just explain it to you. So I'll show you here. We'll go to them. So it's more about the tricks and stunts in this one.
Oh, I heard. In the mood for an easy.
So.
Go. Crush
Oh,
it.
you have 3 ways to do it. So caveman off the awning. That's probably this. Nope. It's at the edge. Oh, you gotta be like that. Huh? I don't know what awning is. That's not a caveman, sure, is it? Oh, wait, on the edge. Yeah, on the edge. Nope, I don't know what that is, but... Okay, so... That's a grind. That's a grind. That's one grind. That's another grind. Somehow, I don't know. It usually cancels it when I fall. That's another grind. And then last but not least, another grind. Hee. Okay, this would.
Of your allotted time has transpired.
Okay, so total spin degrees. Caveman off the awning, so I don't know what awning is. Okay.
To protect you from this.
Oh, off this. Oh, oh, okay. Easy. And now we just gotta get a total score of 5,000. So let's easily do that. It shouldn't be too hard. Thing that really, which is one of my favorite tricks. I don't know. It's kind of hard to control in this game because for some reason they love making you absolutely slap off of the outside or something. But yeah, these are pretty simple. So obviously we've done that. See, I got more hedge fund reputation. So these are own the spot. You just gotta do. It's kind of a mix of everything, and you gotta own the spot basically. These are tires. I really don't like those. You gotta collect like some little tire thingies while doing other things like flip tricks and more. And then it's like all. I did sometimes if you have a semi-pro one, I want you to do all the above in one go. Shouldn't be too hard, especially if the tricks are easy. But could be very annoying. V is a bit too chatty, which annoys me. But if you press the bottom arrow, here you will see your toolbox. So in the toolbox we have the Skatepedia. So we're gonna start off with that. So Skatepedia shows you a bunch of riding tricks and stuff, tips, you know, how to do everything. Some flip trick sections, obviously. Then we got grinds, bunch of different ones actually. Grabs. So I'll show you that in a minute actually. And then offboard and terminology. Now I'm gonna show you some something here. How to grab. So all you gotta do for grabs are grab the board midair. So you see that wasn't. See, so you gotta grab the board like when you're off the air. Off the air. When you're off the ground.
Don't forget, you've got some unfinished mission business.
Or two. God, that was actually a long name for a trick. Hold R2 right when you're in the air and keep holding it until you land, and when you land it will count as a grab or a type of grab depending on what spin you dug to obviously take off. Like that. That was a fakey FS grab. So a fakey is that, I think.
Hey,
Whoa.
I'm thinking the canal's a great place to skate when you leave your sunscreen at home.
When you leave your sunscreen at home. So I think anything that's at the top. Yeah, so if you do start at the top, so in order to do an ollie, you gotta start at the bottom and then go up to the top like that. That's an ollie. Best way to obviously get on like grind rails. I don't know why, but I suck at. Oh my god, stop. I hate trying to get on grind rails. It's so hard. My body just decides to bonk like that. Maybe that's because I have goofy animations on, so now I'm kind of annoyed about that, but that's why it's so annoying. But anything that starts from the top, so if you do this, that's a switch BS pop shove it. But if you do that, it's a fakey FS pop shove it. So it's like that, BS, fakey, and then switch BS. Like that. Anything that starts from the top, basically. There's like a fakey ollie and everything. I actually just figured that out now. It's sketchy. But now we're going to show you the other parts of the toolbox. So, obviously, you press the down arrow on PlayStation, and you can play songs. So, let's keep playing it. And you can turn down the volume by pressing L2 or R2. Obviously we'll turn it back down, and then you can press pause if you want, and then you could also favorite it by pressing square. And if you want to, if you don't want to grab music, sorry, I sneezed, or go to an area that has a certain music and then go into a menu which will make you hear clean and perfectly, so it's not out of the speaker. You don't have to do that. All you gotta do is go into your toolbox. I actually only found that out recently, and go into your music player. So no, do music player. From there you can pick from a bunch of playlists. There's featured ones. Then there's a favorite section, obviously where all your favorites will be. Just press square when you're in a song. To obviously you can like playlist, but you have to be outside the playlist, and then press square on the playlist. To favorite the whole playlist. Now, if you're in the playlist, you can favorite specific songs by going and hovering over them and pressing square. So that's why, if you want to like the playlist, just come out here and press square. Different songs, pretty cool. There's always newly discovered ones every couple of days, so pretty cool. You can play playlists. You can select it. Obviously, I can't hear it because it's off. Throwdowns. Now, I'm not sure what throwdowns are, but I think it's just like a challenge with your friends. Do skate tricks. It's like whoever earns the most points. I'm not quite sure, but you can select the amount of players, the duration, and whoever's allowed to join. You gotta earn the amount of points. You gotta earn a certain amount of points, but yeah. They should select it so your friends can join, especially if they're in your server. I wish they could add that. And I got the replay section, so it just replays everything that you've done within the last minute, say. and you can chop out parts of certain things. So if you press R1, you can trim it, and then that shows the last 5 minutes, which is a lot, honestly. You can trim videos, and it can actually export it to your PlayStation, so it'll be there perfectly. Zoom in, zoom out, you know, whatever. You can move the camera around. Do lots of other things, and you'll figure it out. So, now if you hold to the site, if you go in here, there's the quick drop. This will allow you to literally drop objects. Literally. So I have so much objects that I unlocked. So there's the kicker curved. So it's the kicker.
Can you kick it? Yes, you can.
You know, there's a bunch of them. So there's the kicker curved, kicker curved and wood, kicker flat and wood, kicker launcher, wood. There's also a bunch more that I still have to unlock myself. You need a lot of momentum to go up this without losing momentum. There's rarities for items, by the way. It shows like spike thingies, you know, because it's items. Quarter pipe, M wood, and then there's roller, L wood. So that's my only L wood. And we got rails. So dragon, L, brass, flat. There's more flats, obviously. You'll see that longer. It's a bit curved. That's curved though. I think that's the reason I always fall off things, because the rails are curves and grind thingies. Pole jam, so that's like you can go up and then come down. And there's rainbow posts. It's kind of rainbow shape. Now you got pads, so I just unlocked that section. You unlock pads, manual pad, and then there's props, so you can place down park bench or a probably wood sheet. That sheet should probably be in the pad section, you know, because it's like sheet something. If you want to, instead of going to the toolbox to do click drop, if you just do your right arrow, hold it down, you get the section. It'll pick kind of the best recommended ones or stuff for you. Or you can go in here and go into your object browser, which obviously has all these. Now, if you just tap the right arrow, you will come here. You can lower or raise the camera. L2 or R2, you can delete all items, remove everything. You can toggle your camera, and oh whoa, I'm actually moving my character. Huh. But you can click X to add object, so like that, and then obviously select your object. I don't know why. Oh, I think I have to place it. Do I? For it to work?
Nice.
Okay, it's just notifications are still on for that. I don't know why. So yeah, I don't know what that was about, but so yeah, that's kind of one of the quick things you can do. And then the left arrow can pull up your chat menu. So you got you got hi. You can say hi, follow me, thanks. The chat will be on the right side of the screen, by the way. Bye. Check this, and you can mark it, say, like that. Just go like. It's a bit too far away though. It usually marks anywhere around you. You can do no, join this. Oh yes, I don't know what it means by join this. Oh, it probably means join this, as in like if you try to do a challenge and you want somebody else to do it with you. I think challenges are different for different people, because somebody was telling me to accept the challenge and I couldn't because it wasn't there for me. And so they just left and I had to do a quest with another person. If you hold L1, you can see your emotes, your quick emotes. So press the up pad. For me, anyways, I've selected certain few quick emotes. So point, wave, huh? And then there's yeah. And if you're holding your skateboard, it's different than not holding it. Now, if you hold your up arrow, you can place session marker. A session marker is like a checkpoint. And if you move somewhere and tap it, you will go back to your recent session marker. And use it wisely, or else you might end up going losing, like going to a high building, falling off, going back to the high, or teleporting back, and then realizing you just teleported far, far away. And the galaxy far, far away. Usually if you teleport somewhere for like teleport to a player, it will save your checkpoint there or something like that. Especially if they're on the high building or something, but yeah. Anyways, I'll show you one more thing. So if you press the left arrow instead of holding it down, which will allow you to chat. Oh yeah, hold down, you can also do skate, build, help, nice one, nice close, party up, co-op challenge, your turn. Most of these have question marks or questions, and I did it. And there's stickers, so obviously fire, alien, skull, happy face, love heart, party thingy, party popper, crying emoji, and a question mark. Like, I don't know why crying emoji looks like you're happy at the same time, but people use it, and that's the way kind of now. So obviously you got, these are different ones, these are different to your quick ones, but they still contain some of them. So wave, point, these aren't that quick ones, so come here, kind of, I don't know, this is, whatever, this is just sitting down. So my skateboard's in the floor, it's halfway in the floor somewhere. And then there's clap, and if you have your skateboard, it looks like this. And you could be like, yeah. Anyways, we got those. Let's teleport back to our session marker. A couple more things I need to show you. So, press the touchpad again, and obviously we got the map with all the cool places. Goldcrest Village, Hedgebomb, you can level it up. Brick Switch, Market Mall. If you come here to Skate Shop, you can press R3 and come here. R3 is just clicking the right joystick, or L3 is the same thing. So you will be shown the shops. This is the Hedgehog shop, the Extrovert shop. So you come here, and obviously there's like Founders Packs, Flat Spotlight. This will change, especially if you see this 66 days later, because yes, that won't be there anymore. It resets every once in a while. Van Spotlight, so it's resetting in 3 days. Spaceman is resetting in 10 days, and basically everything resets at 6 p.m. Well, that's for me, but yeah, different types for each person. Spaceman and bundles probably resets at midnight for the actual people there, so when you wake up, you know, the people that create the game, they'll see it. Diamond Glory Challenge for 10 days. Skater Shop, which resets every 2 days or something. And then there's a community pack, which I really want to show you, and some cool spots. So there's a board shop to upgrade your board. I think it resets every day. And there's product boxes. With your currency that you got, there's also other currency which you can use to buy stuff in the shop, but this currency that you get from doing challenges, you can unlock these boxes that you will spend the currency on, and use the boxes to open them, and it'll give you a random certain thing. Oh, so this is the one from Goldcrest Village, Market Mile. Yeah, there isn't one from the other one, because arcane box. So let's open that. Let's see what we get. And we got, okay, a summer bloom picture. Because that's cool. I think it's a profile pic thingy, which I'll show you in a minute, and how to get into it. Here's all the boxes. You gotta get higher levels in each. You have a level for each place, which is reputation, and then a sandban box, which is the currency used to buy everything else in the shop. You know, to buy certain cool stuff made by EA. This game is also made by EA. If you come here, there's the mission. This is the hub. Okay. So we got the missions hub. Obviously, you have all your missions here that you need to do next. The next one. Some of these require you to do the challenges. So, like, you know, the way in each like challenge, they have these individual challenges that you have to complete. Each of those count as one yellow kind of challenge thing, or a group. You can do it in co-op as well, and each one of those, it requires, I think the first one requires you to get like 45 or like something like that until you can do the next one. And then 70, which actually unlocks you the next place. You know, and then there's more ones that are locked. And look at the rewards they give you. See, look, then there it says rewards. They give you some of the currency. This one has a lot actually, because the one before you gotta get 100 more. You gotta complete 100 more freaking challenge thingies or whatever. It's kind of annoying. So much stuff. There's social and spectate, so we'll get to that.
You are a special spectator.
If you press your left arrow, you can go into San Van, so it shows in your server what console or what they're on. So if they're playing on EA, maybe the EA launcher, I think that's what it means. PC is just playing through probably like Steam, something like that. And then PlayStation, which a lot of people are actually playing on PlayStation. A lot of people don't really respond to you and kind of look like bots when they're on PlayStation, but that's because kind of getting used to it. Oh, somebody's climbing the tallest building here, one of the cranes on it. I think it's this person. Oh, I think they rage quit. I can't connect to their expectation then. Yeah, they must have left or something. So then you got a party, so you got to invite friends or invite any people from San Van. You can do that. So you can click on profiles, you can teleport to them, spectate them. Obviously, you can see a mini spectate player thing, party close. You can join the party if it's open, invite the party, add EA friend, block, or report. So we got parties, so you have to invite anybody or just invite your friends. Obviously, I showed you how to add friends a second ago, so yeah, I've got a bunch of friends. Most of these friends I have here, I think all of them are my friends on PlayStation. So if you're on PlayStation, you have some friends or like friends on your actual specific browser or thing that you're playing the game on. Like all these are PlayStation. They're all, here's my PlayStation friends. But you get friend requests or invites. You can search for players right here. So search username or ID, which is basically the same thing. They have a certain number of ID and settings. So obviously a bunch of these settings here. Now, if you go back into here, obviously social spectate, whip score, ORP score. So we got a profile. Press triangle and it'll go to your profile, or you can press on your ORP score. The ORP score is in this exact same place. So the ORP score is basically the more ORP or RIP, which they call RIP chips, the currency, but ORP score, the more you get it leveled up, kind of the more reputation you'll have in the place that you leveled it up for your challenges. And the more you level it up, the more cool stuff you'll have. I thought I forgot to record actually there for a second. I thought I was talking to no one for the past 40 minutes. Or past 40. So if you're watching this, tell me how long the video is. I never check. Obviously we got some stamps, so I'm level 3 in the newer place. Hedgemont is level 5. It's kind of easier to level up the other places once you get used to the game on challengers in that place. There's some really cool spots to show you after, so it'll probably be an hour-long video. That's the max you can do on PlayStation unless you merge two videos into one. But obviously, I have so much storage space to delete so much things. So you can edit your card, which you can do profile pics. So we got the stamp one, sorry, SV stamp, San Van stamp, Summer Bloom. Look on the right side of the screen, it will change. Flipper Wet, SV Air, San Van Airmail, Eye Camera, Got Salt, Ringed Skate Verified. I think the ones you get when you start the game are Gromlight, Skate QP, and then Skate Verified. Some of these are really cool. Obviously, I got one back there. You got titles, so I think it shows that the ones at the top are the ones you unlocked more recently, or that are obviously better, the harder to unlock. So Tourist. So we're starting with the older ones to the newer ones I unlocked. Tourist, Tic-Tacking, Hedgemont Tourist, Hedgemont Regular, Gold Quest Tourist, DAC. So the DAC's kind of people that work on the thing, you know, that's kind of what they're called. Amateur and undisciplined roller. Actually, this is not very in order that much, but pretty much is undisciplined roller. That's a pretty hard one. And then we got banners. So as you can see there, we got the Goldcrest Steeples, Graffiti 1, Graffiti 2, Graffiti 3, Sandban icons, the hedge view, and the grips, which is the basic card. So pretty cool profile hub. You got your menu, so settings, Skatepedia, report, feedback, and credits. You got your rip chips and your currency. I actually really need to go to the toilet badly, so I will be back. Give me a second. This is not live. I can't really control much, but I'll be back. Just give me a couple seconds and I'll show you some really good spots, tips and tricks, and more. And yeah, we'll be back in a minute.
The architects that designed Hardcore Plaza had to be skaters. The spot gives you space to breathe and set up for your next trick. No quick feet needed.
Alright, so we're gonna show you the cool tips, tricks, and spots now. So let's, teleport. You have to activate some of these in person. First, we're gonna show you the community place. So let's go to the nearest bus stop to it. I know there's two around actually for some reason, but yeah, right beside this bus stop actually. I'm lucky I have it activated. So this community park resets every 6 hours, basically when the shop resets. You get the gist. I was at 6 p.m. So let's climb up here. Every time it resets and it's chosen by the community, I'm pretty sure you vote on it or something like that. And changes all the time. It's blue and yellow style. I love it. It's actually really fun to play around in. They add super cool stuff, in my opinion. Great that the community votes on it. I love games like those. Warning: the game is partnered with made with EA. So if you wonder why everything's overpriced, you know the answer. What the frick? I did a flip trick and it sent me flying, bro. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. Oh, ooh, you do. I think you have to do the switch grab or the shove it, isn't it called? In order to flip every time. So I think that's the only way you do flips. I can control how far into the air you can do the flip, so you could be halfway into it and then for some reason do it.
Had a tendency to mob their kids. They formed a subgroup called the Damps. Damn knowledge.
Anyways, we'll teleport to the nearest bus stop to the next place. Actually, we're already nearly there, so let's get on with it. Thank God they created a thing down here. Well, I think that's only so you can get. And then there, in Pervatech, if you don't know what that is the thing that they say makes you invincible. But This is one of my old favorite spots. Still nearly is. Obviously, you can climb up pretty easily onto any building. That building you can climb up onto, and it is also based on Ipswich, I think. Some places are real. Ipswich they called it. It's blocked off, kind of. It's a blocked off bridge. That stadium you can climb on top of and skate off is so cool. And being on the highest building takes ages of crashing out, raging. Even if you place check marks mid-air, you should probably actually do that. A lot of people don't do that and miss out. But you'd rather place a check mark next stop or even mid-air, because then when you place the check mark, you could just keep respawning if you fail and just like grab onto something on the way. So it honestly still works. Now let's just go up this. It's so hard to control going up on console, because for some reason it makes you go to the side sometimes. I know, just go for a little trip, don't mind me. Now let's place a check mark. I haven't placed one for ages actually. Alright, let's go. Yeah, sometimes that happens now in the recent update. I don't like it, bro. Bro, these used to be so much funner, but they made it so bad now. I think it only happens when you go in the middle. Oh. Oof. Imagine doing a backflip. Oh crap.
Be careful. Session marker discombobulation is a thing here in Sandman.
Oh, so does that mean it might not work, your session marker? Is that it saying that it might not work? Because yes, that's correct. They finally said that. I decided to take some notice. Okay, the higher you're going, the longer, the higher you're going, the longer it freaking takes to do a front flip. But then it decides to go faster at the end of it for some reason. Anyways, let me go right here.
Sandman transpo rules.
Okay.
Switch up your push stance to keep your Cappy balanced. Tie goes to the skater. That was their fault.
No, stop. No, stop. Like. I love this place so much, I actually really do. It's like my favorite spot now. It's so easy to do front flips and so much backflip. It's just so smooth. You can easily hit the best clips. I've actually posted some things here on my channel. Some cool clips that I recorded in the game. God, in replay mode. I'm really struggling with time here. Trying to record the last bit of this video. Anyways, we're gonna go right over here.
Did you thank the bus driver?
That's a Fortnite reference, by the way. I didn't expect him to steal a reference straight from Fortnite, but okay. that annoys me. I'm a fellow Fortnite player. So. Anyways,
Got
let's
anything for that bike rack?
what bike rack, bro? What you on about? Oh, I'm already pretty high up actually. There's a lot of obstacles in the way there, but there isn't any more along the way. I don't think.
You are exuding an air of pushiness.
And now we're finally at the top. So now just place the session marker here, or right here, and woohoo! And then try and make it in the church window. I love jumping up my skateboard in midair and then flying into it. I don't think there's a X5 multiplier, but oh, oopsies. Ah. Obviously, try and get as much rip chips as you can. Score some rip chips. Complete challenges. Free play. Do whatever the heck your mind comes to. Or just whatever you feel like. I love this game. Doing challenges
Molecular
does not
redistribution in full
help
effect.
me calm down, but free playing certainly does. Unless I'm trying to perform an absolute insanely hard trick and I fail because it's insanely hard. Obviously, a lot of people complain how bad it is because they can't even play because it's so bad. That's just a skill issue, dude. I'm not sorry for saying that, but that's just a skill issue, man. But people always place a ramp there. Sometimes I'm actually thankful for that, though. Don't do that. I'm surprised you can ledge hang on that. Stop. Stop. You see, like, that's what makes me crash out when it does that type of dumbass shit. Okay. Spider-Man. I'm joking, he isn't looking for something, but it doesn't even have any audio on it. They really threw that into the game.
I am programmed not to judge.
Oh, so you want to judge me? Great. know, maybe that's what they put it there for. Yeah. Oopsies. Oopsies. What if, wait, whoa. What if I do a backflip through, it's called a body flip, I don't know why. What if I do a backflip through the window? It doesn't work? Are you kidding me? So you can't do a backflip through. Yeah, you can't do it through the window. When you're aiming for the window, they're like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Cheers, game. Wait, yes, I did. I done the shove it, but no, it didn't. Like, come on, bro. I'm trying to see if this PlayStation's like, you need to reach your max recording limit. I do not really care because you can still combine videos. So, yeah, let's maybe play something. Let's see how funny this one is. Let's place that like right here and see what people, if people crash out on it or something. I was people running because they're like trying to place objects in the way.
Rail it up.
Oh, it didn't. What? My skateboard just disappeared. Okay, that doesn't work. I was doing a bunch. Oh, I actually landed it. Oh, I could have landed it if I kept going, but that was just magnificent. Oh, for fucking. I love also gliding off things like these. Sometimes you get a soft landing, but yeah, like that. Like maybe if I do, no, bro. Like, how do you hurt yourself from there if you see? Like how? Some people somehow manage to take no damage from the highest building to the bottom floor. That was the best clip ever, and somehow nothing happened. And I love hitting this emote. Obviously, if you remember in the replay mode, if you remember. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this because, God, I am so tired after just playing the game for an hour and a hardcore video on it. Please show some support. Oh no, my mic was on mute the whole time. Nah, I'm joking. I haven't muted it once, I don't think. Or maybe once, actually. But yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed it all. See ya later. Wait, actually, one more second. I need to hit no trick shot. I'm gonna put some funk in the background. Alright. Fuck. Come on. I need to hit it before the end of the video. Yay. Oh shit.